Hello, welcome back. I know somebody's in the room, and I'm sure our numbers will grow very quickly. So, who's first in? Well, anyhow, we will have some folks coming in shortly. I hope you had a good weekend. Hi, Evan. Oh, of course. Should have known. Should have known. You're the guy who's really on it. Okay. All right. Oh, three people. Very nice. Very nice. So I hope that within the bounds of reasonable social distancing, you guys had a good weekend. I mean, I think on Thursday, I'm going to do a question about, what has replaced date night or, going out with the boys or going out with the girls or, that thing that you would in normal times do on Friday or Saturday night. What has that been replaced by? I think I'll ask that as the question of the day on Thursday. Oh, Evan, sleeping all day. Well, keeps you out of trouble, that's for sure. That's certainly one thing you could do. Yeah, yeah. All right. Very good. We're building. All right. And in just a little bit, we'll get going. Actually, for today's question of the day, I'm going to use your opinions as something that I'm going to do as part of a report in my academic division meeting. So that'll be coming up in a little bit. Hello, Jackie. Hi. Good to have you here. All right, I will call it. It's 9:10. First order of business is Glendale College and classes coming up. Summer is going to be not on campus. I am doing a fully distance ed course. So what that means is it'll be asynchronous. And students seem to like asynchronous, but the unfortunate part is we're never all in one place at one time. We never really do, this sort of thing. But anyhow, summer will be distance ed or remote learning. The fall, there has not been a decision made yet on the fall, but it's looking like we're probably not going to return to campus for the fall, at least not for the beginning. But we can hope, right? I mean, I'd certainly rather be back on campus. If you're looking for something to take in the summer, that would be a really cool thing to do. You know that we have two Professor Smiths in the speech department. We have Jeff Smith and Nick Smith, and I guess because they're both fellows of about the same age, it's a little hard to keep Smith and Smith apart. Jeff Smith is American Smith. He speaks with the same accent I do. Nick Smith is English Smith. All right. Well, anyhow, Nick Smith is a professional voiceover actor, probably because of his cool English accent. Well, anyhow, he is teaching Speech 117 this summer, which is professional voiceover. I mean, voiceover acting is great work if you can get it. And you have an actual working professional who is willing to teach you the secrets and tricks for what, $46 a unit or whatever Glendale College is going for at the moment. I just see that as a screaming deal. So, Speech 117, give it consideration for the summer. All right, let's get into some other announcements. We have some really interesting events coming up. For example, tonight at 7 o'clock, we are going to have a live Glendale College Town Hall. It's going to be through Zoom. I mean, it's not like we're all going to get in Crider Hall or something, but it's going to be a live Glendale College Town Hall with Congressman Adam Schiff. And as you know, Congressman Schiff, our local congressman, became a national figure during the Trump impeachment trial. Well, he's not going to talk about that tonight. He's going to talk about coronavirus. And because he's in Congress, the federal response. I know that there were a couple of days where people could send in questions. I don't know if it's too late for that. But if you want more particulars about Congressman Schiff's town hall tonight, I have it in the announcements. Next announcement. If you are, or if you know somebody who is food insecure, we will have an on-campus food bank tomorrow, 1 to 3 p.m. So, that's something worth considering. Also, and the particulars are in the announcements. Also in the announcements, boy, I'm loading up that announcements segment on Canvas. Also in announcements, Glendale College is supporting live Canvas support. So, I'll get kind of like Canvas questions from students, and I'll help with what I know, but I'm not a Canvas tech guy. I'm kind of learning as I go, as you are. So if you want an expert to talk you through the ins and outs of Canvas, there is somebody available. So take a look at the announcement in Canvas announcements on that. Somebody asked me, I think it was last Thursday, they had rented the textbook for MassComm 101 from the bookstore. And the student said, how do I, get that back to the bookstore? And so I emailed Jonathan Nepper, our bookstore manager, and he sent back all the information for returning rental textbooks. So if you've rented a textbook for this or any other class, how you return it, the instructions are in the announcements. So very good. STEM, right? In education, what is STEM? It is science, technology, engineering, and math. Well, there is going to be a Latina Power in STEM Zoom meeting coming up. I have put the particulars in the announcements. So if you happen to be a STEM student and you happen to be a Latina, there you go. Also, this is Asian Pacific American Heritage Month, and there is a whole roster of activities. And it's a shame that we can't partake of those activities on campus, but some of those activities have been transformed into online activities. So Asian Pacific American Heritage Month is ongoing, and their flyer is in the announcements for this class. Let's see. Okay, I think I can move on from the announcements. Up next, supplemental instruction. Stephanie will be back on the Discord platform. That seems to be pretty popular. She's got a nice group there. Evan, I guess you're a significant contributor to that, aren't you? Well, anyhow, Stephanie will be going through Chapter 10, the Internet chapter, today. And as you know, Stephanie has been able to secure a permanent Discord link. Okay, yes, you are, Evan. Okay. So Chapter 10, the Internet chapter, is going to be reviewed. All right, next thing. Term papers, down to the last 2 days. A few of you turned in your papers under the early bird special. That was good to see. For most of you, the deadline is Thursday. I had a student ask me, how do you do your scoring? So remember, you can take a look at the assignment sheet on Canvas, and then also when you click on uh, term paper, where you submit the term paper, I have how I score right there. How many points I give to each category. So that should give you a good idea of what I emphasize uh, in my score. Remember, this is a research paper. Research papers require a works cited section. Um, this is MLA style, so MLA style works cited section. Okay, all right. All right. Let's see. Okay, up next. Um, today, today you'll be going through the first half of the advertising chapter. And that's going to be the first 18 and a half minutes of lecture. And you are going to go up through targeting gay customers. So go, to there and then stop. The rest of the chapter you will be going through on Thursday. And what that does is it brings us to the question of the day. Now, as I was saying to the first several students who showed up right before the official beginning of class, this is actually a question of the day that is going to help me in my academic division meeting a little later today. Glendale College doesn't know whether enrollment is going to go up or go down for the fall. There are good theories on either side how this unusual situation that we're in, how it's going to affect enrollment. So I thought I would just take it to you guys. So the answer that I'm going to want from you is to say more likely or less likely, but also why. Okay, here's the question. If the COVID crisis continues, are you more likely or less likely to take classes at GCC in the fall? If the COVID crisis continues, are you more likely or less likely to take classes at GCC in the fall? So yeah, Evan's kind of indifferent. Oh gosh, Evan, I hope you haven't lost the will to live or anything. But even, Evan, you could even give me some background on that. Indifferent sounds like, well, on one hand, but yeah, on the other hand, maybe give me that. Kevin, 100% likely to take classes either way. Kevin, it just sounds like you're motivated to power through your education, and no matter what mode you're going to do it. That's what it sounds like. So how about the rest of you? Are you more likely or less likely to take classes at Glendale College in the fall if the COVID crisis continues? And that means we're probably remote and DE again. Yeah, I like to, Kevin, I like to think we're one of the better community colleges, although, there are some other good ones around us. And, this holds true for a community college or a four-year school. There are some places that are good at particular things. I mean, like, for example, would I, think of Cal State Bakersfield as a great place to transfer to? Well, in general, no, it wouldn't be at the top of my list. But they have, I believe it's called a petroleum studies major. If you want to work in the oil industry, it's actually a very good major. So, if that's what, you want to do, then that would be a good campus for you. Evan, not sure if you'll take classes on campus or online. Okay, Georgia. I feel like we are stuck at home with nothing much to do. Oh, I hear you on that, Georgia. Uh, I'm more likely to take classes to focus on school. Yeah, to cut the boredom and to move forward in your life. I understand that, Georgia. Jackie is saying, I will take classes because I want to continue with school. Yeah, there's that terrible fear that if you just kind of let it go for a semester or a year, you may not come back, or you may come back 20 years later, or what have you. Yeah, yeah. Um, let's see. Kevin is saying, oh, even some of the universities. I see. Oh, oh. Ethan is saying more likely, since it keeps us busy, and might as well finish online or at least get half of your classes done. Oh, Ethan, that's one thing the administration is concerned about, is that our course completion rate, the percentage of students who will complete, will go down online. It's tougher to stay involved when you're online. Louis is saying, I'm undecided for summer, but for fall, more than likely we'll be doing online. Okay. Deepa is saying, I'll continue to take classes, but classes that are easier to take online. Yeah. Yeah, I think that that there are some classes that you have to take in person. I mean, I don't think I want to take the online welding class. I think I'd injure myself. Okay, well, let's move ahead from that. All right, so let's go on to the media note. Today's Kevin is saying, yeah, like hands-on labs. Kevin likes the welding example. I thought it was pretty good. Today's media note. This is part 2 of my hate online media notes. The one last Thursday was about how teenage boys get sucked into a world of hate and white supremacy and that stuff. Today is a more focused on now, this moment kind of story. It's about how extremist groups are finding a real, unfortunately for them, a real good atmosphere to get their message out during the coronavirus crisis. So go to Club Media Note, listen to the Media Note Hate and the Coronavirus, take the quiz. Remember to use on Canvas the home setting to find the quiz. Home and then Media Note quizzes, and then you'll find it. All right, so any parting shots before I end the live stream and head on over to Canvas chat? Okay, guys, well then I am going to end that. Hey, where'd my end live chat thing go? Huh. Oh, I see what I did. There we go. All right. See you later.